Or stream, though.
Well, dashboard and the stream. Hello, everyone.
Well, hello there.
Hi.
Hello.
Glad to see you. Welcome. We're going to have some fun today. We are back to play the first episode of Blades of Valarith. Now, we had one last week, but that was like our setup. That's not super important. We met our hideout. We figured out our crew. Does someone want to tell them what our crew name is?
The Blades of Valarith.
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
We're done already.
And it's been real, guys. Bye.
All right. We did it. Mission accomplished. You can go now. But
Coming, everyone.
for real, though, we are playing Blades in the Dark with Multiverse. We are gonna have some fun time moving these cute little sprites around the screen and murdering things.
Hey.
And meeting ghosts.
Hey.
And Megan will probably try to hold their hand.
I can't. I don't have that ability.
Doesn't mean you can't try. I said try.
That's true. That's true. That's true. These hands are for holding and also for doing big magic.
So,
Ghosts, but just ghosts, right?
yes.
how do you feel about demons?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, why not?
So like that big magic we talked about, it wouldn't happen to have anything to do with,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, just checking. Checks notes. So you are the Blades of Valarith. You are assassins. And let's go around, introduce our characters, and as you do that, just describe your character having a time in our hideout. A visual scene of your individual characters going about a normal or extraordinary day as you desire in the hideout.
We were not told ahead of time that there would be improvisational scenes in
What
the
is
vault.
this?
No.
Improv?
Okay, we have the queen of improv here.
My
My
TTRPG?
TTRPG. Jinx.
I gotta go.
Sorry.
So just for that, Megan, you can go first, right?
Hell yeah, I can go first. Oh, you thought I was
Confidence.
gonna be all like,
Yeah.
fake it till you make it. Oh God, excuse me. So standard time in the hideout, Cadence is in the big magic zone, the BMZ. That's his only name. Nope, big magic zone. Working on big magic. I think she has like tons and tons of journals that are like in these shelves, and she's just plugging away at some magical research type things. Yeah. She's pretty boring. She just does magic.
Okay, but by pretty boring, what does that look like? Are you like weaving some shadows around? Are you messing with electroplasmic concepts, rituals and runes and magics?
I think in this instance, she does a lot of she has a lot of like weather based magic. So I think she's like trying to make like tiny storms, create like tiny like little storm clouds. Little storms, just like little storms.
I love that.
So yeah, I think she's working on like perfecting some smaller weather magic, because like obviously like the weather is big in it, but she's trying to figure out how to make it like more localized and
Nice.
and yeah, just little. She does big magic, but now she also, but if you do big, you also have to do some little magic.
Yeah.
Shifting
over to Robert. Tell us about what we see for Zonder.
Well, Zonder is actually see, the reason you can't see him is because he's not inside the hideout right now. Instead, Zonder is on the roof of the hideout, laying down on their back.
There's no roof.
Do you wanna?
When I
Gonna-
say roof, I mean the outside,
Gonna use
like
the
all the way
watchtower?
up top. You have to understand something.
There's a
See, we're in the
watchtower.
hangs, so if you go all the way up,
Robert, please use my watchtower that I built for you with
there's a
passion.
okay. Xander is hanging out on the watchtower. Hold on, let me just run over there.
Oh, run fast, quick! Oh. Go up.
Laying down, chillaxing, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Legs crossed, just having a nice time. There was a duck recently that Zonder saw, and but then was stolen. And Zonder was about to make friends with him, but now they're gone, and he's not very happy. But that's what happens when you're a cutter. Nobody wants to be friends with you.
The duck's back.
Oh, hello, duck. We can be friends. You and Xander will be best of friends.
And sliding down on our overlay to
Wait, to who?
To who?
You muted
To Sam.
You
What-
muted
what?
it sliding down too, and I was like,
Oh, oops. To Sam. To
just
Sam.
waiting. So Baines is hanging out in the Baines Medical Zone.
Big magic
next
zone.
to Baines Medical Zone.
Big magic zone.
They are, this is Dr. Wilmot Baines. They are, I think, sort of hunched over their table with an array of beakers and petri dishes and test tubes with various colored liquids and ingredients in them. And every now and then, when sort of an extra gust of breeze comes over from the big magic zone, neatly divided down the center of our workshop space, I believe, Bane sort of shoots a dirty look over across the way, sort of clears their throat loudly and keeps trying to work pointedly.
Small thunderstorm volume increases.
Outstanding. A little silent battle. And last and most certainly not least, Alistair.
Probably the least as well. Let's face it. While this fight over in the BMZ, not gonna take sides, not gonna choose one, down at the BMZ is happening. Alistair is just staring very patiently at this board filled with cutouts of magazines and newspapers, like headlines saying spotted ghost of famous murderer, not like from 2 days ago. And you see that quickly the swiftly brings a ball of yarn out of his pocket and just starts connecting dots here and there in the paperwork, and just stands there scruffing his beard, twirling his moustache.
What you looking at?
Ah!
A short, bright-eyed boy who looks about 20% translucent.
20, that's
Glenn,
it's
looking
very
up at you.
specific.
Approximately exactly 20% translucent.
Nice. I am looking at my research. What is your problem? Can I help you?
What's your research?
It's actually about. Don't want to bore you. Most people just go away and not listen to me, but perhaps you can. Doesn't look like you have much time to lose. Sorry, might be a bit insensitive. Have you heard about the District 9 Hangs killer?
What? As a killer?
Yes. Well, no, not anymore. Executed.
Oh,
But the truth is, I think his ghost is still out there. I am going to find him.
he leans in really close, his eyes really wide. There were ghosts?
What? How shall I put this? Yes, ghosts are real here in the city. There are plenty of them.
Oh, it's weird. And he just leans and sits and leans over on the bed frame over here. Just
You know,
casually leaning.
they most of them are about 20% translucent.
Is that so? Really?
Yeah. Oh, what is that?
Fascinating.
What is that on your hand?
Well,
What are you holding?
what?
Does he look? Does it look at his hand?
He looks at his hand. He's like, there is actually something in his hand. There's a letter. There's a letter. The letter is also about 20% translucent.
I was not expecting that. I was. Okay. What does the letter say?
Oh, it's for you.
I do not think I can. Okay, let's try. And Alistair tries and hold it.
Your hand goes right through the letter Sunny is holding.
Oh no.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I'll just read it to you.
Thank you.
Opens it up. She's a little tearing noise. Unfolds it. I think by now, Zonder has almost certainly noticed this translucent boy.
Definitely, my good friend is talking to weird boy. I will come over and be like, what is going on over here? Who is little boy who is not completely visible?
Xander, there is a slight problem. Little boy here does not know that ghosts exist. Mm-hmm.
I was messing with you. Of course I know ghosts exist.
Oh, okay. That would be. Then why did you hand me the letter? You know it wouldn't work.
The letter was real when it was given to me.
Oh, but now it isn't because you are a ghost.
I'm not a ghost.
You
It's
are
mean.
a ghost. Look at you. You are a ghost.
You are probably a ghost.
Fine, you can read your own letter. And he spins it onto the ground, and it flutters down and lands. And as it's sitting on the ground, it slowly gains physicality again. So the boy walks off, flipping you off as he goes.
Xander, we are not the right people to. This is too sensitive of a topic. I feel like ghosts should not come to us. I think Cadence, perhaps, would be the smarter choice.
Do you want me to go get Caden?
I think it's too late. Little ghost boy is gone.
Cadence might still know something, if we talk to Cadence, maybe Cadence comes, Cadence talks to Xander, talks to Alistair, and everything is good.
Maybe Cadence.
Yes.
Can you
Just
come,
your glass break.
Can you come over here? 1 second.
Like closes books, like sets everything back up, and yes.
Xander and I were discussing, and what is the best way to tell a ghost that they are a ghost when they do not know they are a ghost?
What is the best way to inform a ghost that they are a ghost?
Best way to tell ghosts they are ghost when they do not know what is ghost, and they are ghost.
Tell them.
Okay, and if that does not work, if a ghost goes away after you tell,
Well, after they go away, it's not really your problem anymore, is it?
that is good thinking.
Did you see a ghost that didn't know they were a ghost?
Yes, little ghost boy. It kind of looks at the floor. Little ghost boy left a letter. You want to read?
All right. Did you not? Who is it for?
I do not know. I pick it up. Picks it up and reads it.
The letter is to the Blades of Valarith. It is addressed from one Hickman Boyd.
Hickman Boyd.
Made up.
Yeah.
Sounds made up.
That's
It
it.
probably was.
Everything's made up.
Yep.
Megan, I hate to break it to you, but Valarith isn't real.
Wait.
What?
What?
Oh shit! I made a mistake.
Why would you lie to us like this, Nat?
I'm just kidding. Anyway, the letter is it reads like someone's attempt to be very formal, but you can tell that their writing skill just isn't quite up to it entirely. There's letters cut off, crossed out and rewritten, and misspelled words, and it invites you to meet this individual who identifies himself as Hickman Boyd at the Red Feather, which is a kind of mid to high niceness bar. It suggests that they will make it worth your time.
Okay. Hands it to Cadence. I'm gonna place it there at your feet.
At this point, the letter is entirely corporeal.
And a ghost gave this to you.
Yes, little ghost boy came here with a translucent letter in hand and gave it to me. Got mad that I told him he was ghost and then ran off. But yeah, red feather. I do not know. Should we go? It's been a while since we've done any worthwhile job.
I suppose you're right.
Should we maybe ask the doctor?
Oh, let's not go that far.
Wow.
Clearly busy.
I think from across the hideout you hear, wouldn't a ghost a glided away? Well, I'm like sweeping up broken glass from the yells earlier. You said he ran away, but if it was a ghost, wouldn't he, like floated away?
This is a good point.
That's just semantics.
Oh, no. It doesn't make sense because little ghost boy did not know he was ghost, so probably thought he had to run away.
Yeah, all right, sure. Just like giving up.
It is also weird. Letter used to be ghost letter, but is now regular letter.
Maybe it's no ghost at all.
So, did somebody give the letter to this child and then kill them, and then the ghost came here to deliver it? That seems like an awful lot of work.
I did have a recent job to kill someone. I don't think it was child though. No, it was full grown man. So it wasn't me.
That's one person checked off the list, so we're making good headway. Are we going to go to this Red Feather?
I think so. If you want job, we should go. If not, we stay. Simple as that.
Xander agrees.
Up the job.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
For a moment, I thought Cadence enter Ghost World.
Oh, that's absurd. That can't be done. Yet.
Well, I mean, it can be done maybe like once.
Well, exactly once.
Very good point.
Well, if you resolve to go to the Red Feather, the rope ladder in the top left of your hideout goes there.
Ooh.
Let's go.
In that
Ooh.
case,
Let's
let's
walk around the
move.
weapons. Let's walk around the
Let's
cat.
not take any weapons.
You have to click on it. You have to click on it.
Strike. Go. There we
Click
go.
Oops.
the.
No, I clicked on Cadence. Oops.
I don't give piggyback rides.
You have to
Cadence is
actually,
here.
you have to actually click on the solid part of the rope, not the transparent one, by the way.
I was trying. Xander tried to click on solid part. It was not working. Do not access me.
Ah, look at us.
Oh, there we go.
So much taller than you.
I'm so tiny.
So tall.
So much taller than you.
I'm super small. It's just like real Sam. Look at my cute
Ooh.
cane Nunu made for me.
Oh yeah.
I love that game
It looks
so
so
much.
good.
I love
It
it.
looks so good. Look at you hopping around with your game.
Yeah.
Hip hop. You
All the,
enter
all
the
the
red.
denizens of this bar are like, why are they hopping around?
Yeah.
You enter the red feather. There is a quiet din of conversation. Off in the corner, you notice a ghost friend hanging out, significantly more translucent than the little boy was.
Named a
I will
ghost.
note.
I love it.
Named a ghost.
You could find out their name. Maybe they've forgotten it.
Hmm.
Your obedient servant, A. Ghost.
Hey, Doc Ghost.
On the bottom right here, we have our collection of young Spitfires. On the top left, we have the De Bignon family. And, of course, our bartender, Etta, serving Robin Barlow. In the corner,
They look very
we have...
strong.
the corner, we have a fancy fellow. At least he's trying to. Standing with over a glass, looking at you all, a little uncertain of what he's to do.
Hmm.
And
Barkeep.
Cadence has walked through the bar.
Megan, please.
Well, it's not my fault. There appears to be a wife on the other side of it. I need to be here.
That is.
This is where I belong.
That
This
is
is where I
valid.
belong. So, like,
Just
how
watch
strong
Kate.
are
So
you?
Nunu,
Hop over.
if you click on the people, can the players see the descriptions for them?
On the people. Yes.
Okay, I was wondering.
Ooh.
Let me
Or I've left some Easter eggs.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now I'm just gonna go around clicking on
Ah,
everybody.
yes, I see the Easter egg. A ghost.
No, not that one.
Nailed it.
Let's investigate.
Xander walks up to the bar
Uh-oh.
and
Has
the
uh-oh.
barkeep Etta, who's cleaning a glass. Want something?
Xander would like a glass of your mid-ranged whiskey.
Great. Who's that? Where are they?
Xander.
Okay. Mid-range. Sam found Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yep.
Goes walks back, grabs a glass, and conveys it to you. Presumably. When I can arrange it forward, because making things show up on
It is
top
not
of
my
things
glass.
is a whole cow.
Xander knocks it back.
It was delightful.
Thank you.
Yeah. In Blades, notably, you measure your crew's wealth in coin, which is a abstract large amount of currency per. So small purchases like buying a drink at the bar, you don't have to worry about actually expending resources to get.
Oh.
Excuse me? May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Looking for someone named Hickman? Something Hickman. Do not remember.
Oh, he's that lonely guy in the corner, looks all nervous.
Oh, I see Cadence is already there. I didn't notice. Okay, well, thank you. And Alistair awkwardly just disengages from the conversation and goes towards the table.
Don't you run away from me. Okay.
Baines will just sort of slowly follow behind everybody.
Zonder will lag while trying to go there.
Will
Yeah.
lag.
Lag.
It's lagging.
Yeah.
It is
It is
for me, so
lagging.
there we go. Now it's good.
Whenever I try to move Hickman, it seems to lag hard.
Mm-hmm. Let me.
He shall not be moved. He refuses.
I can just drag him around. That should work.
just drag him.
As you walk up, he kind of is standing there. There's a glass of liquor in front of him, but he's not actually drinking it. He looks at you nervously, strokes his mustache.
Pick it up and I drink it.
Damn it! I was gonna do that.
You were off drinking at the bar. Cadence came here quickly, so Cadence gets to do things first.
Yeah, and just be like, did you send a letter?
Yes, I did. Are you one of the Blades of Valarith?
Yes. Yes. How can we help you?
Oh, and look, you have friends. Oh, this
I
is
wouldn't go
exactly
that
what
far.
was supposed to happen.
Associates.
Huh? Co-workers?
Did you send little ghost boy with message?
I sent Sonny.
Ghost boy? Is he ghost?
He's like 1/3 ghost.
Does not make sense.
You either are or are not a ghost. So
I look. He doesn't like it when you talk about it, so I don't ask questions. But he's very useful to know. Knows where everyone is down in the hangs.
all right. Well, what?
Was sending a letter how I'm supposed to do this?
Sure.
Have
Well, we're
a
here.
job?
So, what do you want?
Yes. So, I work at the. Well, I used to be a farmer, but I've been trying to help write at the Valarith Sun for a few weeks now, and they only publish what's okay to publish. But I found something that might be important. He's like sweating and adjusts his hat a little
Would
bit.
it help if you just stop and take a breath before you continue? Do you need a drink of water? Because you're
Looks at his
looking
drink
a
on the
little
table.
Uncomfortable.
I've just never hired assassins before.
Oh. Well, it's really not much different than hiring anybody.
So if
So
I
if you
do
wanna
it
just
wrong, you're
get
not going to
down
kill
to-
me?
No.
That hardly seems worth it. We don't kill people for free.
Mhm.
So if you want to just get down to brass tacks and tell us why you called us here, that might be easier for everybody.
I received an inheritance from my late father, and I thought it best I put it towards something that matters. And all of you have certain skills. And there's this book. It's called the Book of Zix. There's supposedly some demon off on the other side. And supposedly it has information on the Colvrax. Yeah. And towards the front of the bar, there are these two nameless beings. That's what they're called, namelesses. They're stoic servitors of the Baron. If they speak to you, you know you're already in trouble.
Great. Love that journey
They're,
for us.
they're nice and spooky. Yeah. And look, this book supposedly has details of all of the Baron's secrets and projects and research, and supposedly this demon like spies on people and transcribes it. And there's this cult woman, Venestra. Supposedly she has it.
Do you want us to kill her? Do you want us to get the book? We're not reclaimers.
I am hoping I could throw a serviceable amount of money at you to retrieve said book to then help assist and aid in the murder of someone else.
So why not
Well-
hire thieves?
That's a lot of
retrieve this-
steps, yeah.
Book for you. You're right, we do have a set of very special, specific skills that are, well, not specifically suited for such work.
Or not all of us.
Alistair kind
Oh.
of shyly raises his hand. I mean, if we need steel, I could, but it's not usual job. Usually we kill people.
Sorry. I made a horrible mistake. Now more people are going to know.
Well, I mean, let's not go that far. Unusual job, I think, just means an unusual shift in our general phase, wouldn't you say?
I have a lot of money. How much is it?
How much you got?
About a lot in the area.
I
Approximately a lot, yeah.
wasn't born yesterday.
The only time Cadence and Baines agree.
Mark it on, write in a journal. Today, Cadence and Baines agreed on something. It was great.
Look, I wasn't born yesterday. I know that I'm not supposed to just tell you how much I have.
All right, well, it's an amount that I'm going to say because we so rarely deal with money in these games that I don't know how much a lot would be.
I know, what do we say?
So
Some
one
number?
coin
Cadence
is
knows.
a purse of. So one coin is equivalent to a purse full of silver.
Oh, it's going to be more than that. Clearly.
So, it's gonna be way more than that.
It's gonna be many
I could
coin.
offer you. I could offer you 8 coin, and then more after you retrieve the book and find out what you need.
Now, are we talking 8 coin a piece for the retrieval?
Oh no, a part. 32 coin would be absolutely ridiculous, Sam.
Yeah, I know. It's worth a shot.
Yeah. However, this is a great time to mention that there are skills and mechanics you can engage with in this game that may be able to help you
What
pressure
you
this man for
say?
more money. Skills like command and sway, or the conspiratorial one.
The conspiratorial one.
Conspiratory
Consort.
one.
Consort.
I don't-
Consort.
Which one?
Yeah.
And I also now have forgotten which one I have.
I only knew because I have
So
a fancy
command would be
character
like, you do this or else. Sway is like usually the kind of like lean on them, try to convince them, that kind of stuff. You know, the
I have
persuasion shit.
I have consort. I don't
Usually
have
some kind of
sway.
leverage. And then consort is like conspiring with them, like, hey, you know, this is like, we're doing something real big and spooky here, but like it's dangerous. Why don't you like help us out? And I kind of intentionally set this up so that all of them would be available because this guy is both a pushover and trying to conspire with you.
Would like to place my dagger on the table.
Your blade. Oh,
My blade.
Avoid.
It was in the dark moments ago, but now it is on the table.
Now it is in the light.
Now this blade is in Valarith, no longer in the dark.
Are we the worst?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
they are the worst. I think it's.
I
And
think we're the worst.
just look at him and then go. Zander suggests, for your health, that you not undervalue us.
Are you attempting to command him?
I am.
All right. So when the way skills work is you say, all right, I'm going to use this skill, and then I tell you your position and effect. Your position is how risky the situation is, what the potential consequences of failure are. It goes from desperate to risky to controlled. Risky is most common. Controlled means that your situation is very contained, and the chances of the drawbacks are quite low. Whereas desperate says like, hey, if I mess this up, people could die. That kind of stuff. The other one is your effect level. This goes from no effect to limited effect to standard effect to great effect. And this is about how much of an impact you'll have from your roll. If you succeed, how good is it going to be? Standard position effect is risky standard. That's kind of like the norm. And you have this ability where you can trade position for effect. You go from risky to desperate, for instance, to go from standard effect to great effect. But if things go badly, things go badly. This is a controlled limited, because he doesn't think you're going to stab him in this bar.
How rude.
Now, there's some things you can do. You can trade position for effect. You can also push yourself, spend 2 stress to get an extra die, or improve your effect level. Or you can take a devil's bargain. Anyone can suggest a devil's bargain. Anyone at the table. The GM has to approve it. And you have to agree if you're the one rolling. And that can either add a die or, again, add effect. But whatever is agreed upon happens. So a devil's bargain would be like, you get an extra die, but someone else notices you threatening this man. And may do something with that information.
Huh.
Honestly, I just kind of want to see where it goes. Normally, though, I will say Zander, after saying this, picks up his knife or dagger, his blade, and just kind of like runs it across the lower part of his forearm, drawing blood, while still staring this guy directly in the eyes.
Okay. But you don't want to trade position or effect or push yourself, because that could be either of those things.
No. I'm just, I'm just trying to make him feel a little more, frightened of the fact that I might do something.
Delightful. Roll your dice. So you roll how many dice equal to how many pips you have in command.
Yeah.
And just and all you need to know is the highest one.
Pips?
Sure. I do need to know something, Nat. I expect not. But I do have to know, is he frightened of me at all?
Oh yeah.
He is?
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool, because then I get an extra die when I roll command against somebody who's frightened of me.
Excellent. So roll an additional die. So I'll need to know the highest number unless you roll more than 1 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it actually in multiverse.
Yeah, do that.
Powerful.
Let me open your sheet.
Oh, 1154. So we take the 5, which a 4-5 is a full success with potential drawback. Now you're in a controlled position, which means that you do have the option, now that you've rolled, of taking it back, going, nope, takes these backsies, and trying a different approach at risky. But I have a feeling you're not going to do that.
No, Zander does not take
Right.
back.
So what's going to happen is he's going to get a little bit nervous, a little bit spooked about it, and like, fine, 10 coin. But remember, somebody, you're taking an assassin contract. So if you screw me over, there are people I can go to.
Xander always completes a job.
Good. Okay. 10 coin. Does that sound agreeable?
Xander looks at the party leader, Cadence.
Jesus, I'm the party leader. God.
What?
Oh no.
Yeah.
What
Probably
does
a
doctor
mistake.
hear that?
Is it because I'm the tallest?
I mean, better than an Alistair guy.
Yes, that's why.
Very true.
Yeah. I'm just like, that sounds reasonable.
It's a lot.
Well, it's a big
Is
job.
better split.
We are worth it.
I hope so. I'll give you half before and half after.
That feels fair.
Good. So I know this it's cult woman, Venestra, has it. I know where she'll be. I don't know where she keeps it, but you can like tail her or something, right? That's what you do.
No. We kill her.
We'll figure it out.
You really telling me that murdering people and you just at the races it has really never involved you having to engage in subterfuge even once?
No, it did. Just want you to know that you are still hiring assassins to steal a book.
Well, then hopefully after you steal the book, you.
Okay. Sounds good.
We'll get it done.
You look at him and you look deep into his soul, and you get the sense he's regretting his life decisions.
Totally understandable.
Feel
I
like
don't know
it's
why,
a look
we're
we're
very
used
competent.
to. Me
We're
and Megan,
extremely-
total polar sides there.
I'm like, how dare he doubt our skills?
Did he not see our leader? She is very tall.
I'm very tall.
The best skill you can have to tail people,
best-
by the way.
The best skill you can have when you are trailing somebody incognito
Oh yeah.
is to be over 6 feet tall.
Yep.
Being subtle, not my forte.
I don't know why Hickman is just glitched to never be able to walk around without the game lagging.
Nope, he stays there now.
Oh, is it when you
But
try
he-
and move the NPC? That's good information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I move him, the game just goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it and be like, are we done here? Is there anything else?
Oh, you want your payment, don't you?
Well, yes. But other than that,
And he sits down on the couch and reaches underneath and pulls out a briefcase and like not so slyly slides it to Cadence.
Smooth.
It's like,
look in it real
actually,
quick.
that's 4 in there. It's supposed to, we agreed on. You wanted more than because he like reaches in to a wallet and pulls out like a coin purse and pulls out another like fistful of gold coins and just like hands them to you.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna pop open the case and just put it in there and just like do a quick survey to be like, does it look like it's all there?
It does. It's also the most subtle thing you've ever done. Like you pop the case open and coins jingle, and a couple people just up on you at the next table look over. Someone whistles.
We really should switch to paper money. I'm just gonna close and be like, all right, well, we will be in touch. And I want to pick up his drink and throw it back. Just doop, and then put the empty glass back on the table.
Damn.
Contact me when you're done.
Uh-huh.
Right. We'll send a partially ghost person to see you or something, if that's your
Well,
preferred
if
method
you
of communication.
If you upset him, I don't think he'll do it for free.
Who, little ghost boy?
Good to know.
His name's Sonny.
Oh. I think
It is shorter than Little Ghost Boy.
it is. I think I upset him. He ran away.
Well, you told
well,
him he was a ghost, so if that's
he doesn't
something
like
that
that.
upsets him.
What? Running away? Oh no, telling his ghost. Okay, well, anyway.
Thank you for your service.
No. No problem. It should be done. Should we go?
You should probably go.
Okay. Follow your lead.
Like we got some work to do.
Yes, let's get down to it. We should bring this back to the place. I don't want to call it a hideout. What is it called?
Base.
It is called your hideout. Like
Headquarters.
in the game of Blades in the Dark, it is called your hideout.
Just feels so juvenile.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
need to call it that in character, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, well, we'll bring this back to base and leave it there because nobody should walk around with this amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we need to go find this person.
The book. Because that's
the
what we
book.
do now, apparently.
Apparently, we're librarians now. This is new. So,
It is fine. It's just book for 10 coins, huh? That is a lot of
I mean,
money.
it's a lot.
Y'all
of
have
money
killed people
just a
for
book.
3 coin before.
Yeah, this is a lot of money for a book.
So it's
It's
easy.
be important.
We go in, we take a book, we
Take
come
the-
back out.
Well, when you put it like that, it just seems. I mean, it should be that simple.
We should have been doing this the whole time.
I know. Should we have gotten into the book stealing business earlier?
I don't know.
Feels like we've been wasting a lot of potential for some good profit. But
If it works out, then we can rebrand as thieves.
Well, let's not go that far, maybe.
Okay, maybe not. Was,
Maybe just like a weekend thing.
yeah,
I
just
don't know.
like
Oh,
in our spare time, perhaps like a side hustle or something.
uh-huh.
Just a little.
Seems like it'll be a good lark.
Yeah. Well, let's go get a book.
Let's go.
You can return to your hideout via the picture frame at the base of the map.
Ooh.
Before we leave, Zonder would like to at least, show some niceness to this gentleman who just paid us a lot of money. And we'll return to the bar and just be like, Zonder's friend drank his drink. I would like to buy him a new one. Club soda.
Sure.
And then Zonder walks away, leaving money on the counter.
The kindness
And
is taking that job.
Xander looks
Job
back.
was a good job.
No one else is there. Everyone left Xander at the pub.
Yeah.
Hey.
So,
If you fall behind, you're left behind.
Very fair.
side note on coin, every character can carry up to 4 coin, or you can transfer into stash, which lets you, that represents things that you spent money on. Coin beyond the 4 takes load, which is why Cadence can still carry 5 coin back to base, but outside of that circumstance, that's how that functions. So if you want to divvy it up, you do have a little spot on your sheet somewhere, theoretically, to mark a coin.
Yes, we do.
For what you have.
Inventory.
Your crew can also, I'm going to say you have a vault. You can also just stash up to 8 coin
Well, do you
on your
want to
crew.
just everybody takes one and then we put one in the stash?
Do we
That seems like a good idea.
do we start with any coin or 0? And this is the first one.
Nah, you're clocked out recently.
I wonder why.
I just handed you 5 coin. What you want more, Nunu? Really?
No,
Yes.
no, I don't want.
Yeah, so there. All right, yeah, so there's 1 coin each, and then one is going. Is there a place to keep track of like the group stash?
Yeah, should be a stash one. Wait, let me check.
I don't see a stash.
Maybe not,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Unless there's
No,
something
so-
with
Yeah, there we
the
go.
base.
Notably, stash is something different. It's not
Yeah.
called stash. It's just coin that your crew sheet has.
Oh,
where's our crew sheet?
Okay. Gotcha.
Who has the crew
Yeah.
sheet?
Yes. The crew
I mean,
sheet that
I
we
have a paper copy of the crew sheet.
Nah,
All right. Well, can you?
I mean, we could make a note, can't we?
I have.
you can
Okay.
also.
I have a
Certainly
coin
so.
marked.
Yeah, I mean, we can make a crew sheet too that all of us can access, right?
Yeah,
We could
okay.
also, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me in the previous century on using paper and pencils.
It looks we have bravos and smugglers ready, but not assassins. So let's
Okay.
not do a crew sheet just yet.
We'll just not wrote it down.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. We have a little vault here, just for that coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we just put bags of coin into a vault and then that'll be our tracking?
Is there coin bags?
No, there's a gold pile. I think that works.
Yeah.
Same
That
thing.
works grand.
Kind of love that.
Yeah. Let's. You want to put it on top of the vault? I can move this spool.
So there are pouches.
Small gold pile.
There we go.
Like, look at
Nice.
these beautiful little pouches.
Ooh, pouches is also good. But what about both?
Needs more.
Look, now we're rich.
Yeah.
Maybe not 1,000 pouches.
Of all the pouches.
It's
That's a
only
lot
6.
of pouches. Be like, who is leaving their pouches all
All
over
right,
the
everybody pick up a Everybody pick up a pouch.
Oh, it's your coin.
Gonna Scrooge
Oh, it says
McDucket here.
oh, but we can edit description. Haha.
Yes, let's.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna pick up a pouch.
I want it to go away.
Picked up a pouch.
Oh no.
Stash.
I also.
And then you can stash it. And you
Not-
have a
but not
pouch.
the mechanical stash, right?
No. The mechanical stash in Blades of the Dark is like how close your characters to retirement.
Oh,
Like how
damn.
comfortable they'll be if they stop working.
Nice.
Like I got a pouch.
Stash it.
You're not my.
Or you can just walk around holding a coin.
Yeah, you're not their dad. They can do whatever they want with their pouch.
You're not my supervisor. You're my supervisor. Stash.
Alrighty.
Nice.
All right. So you're back, and this is the part where we go into the Blades in the Dark stage of information gathering. Because, as you noticed, you were given like very little information.
Huh.
So this is the part where you lean on your abilities, your skills, and we go into a slightly more relaxed time frame. Lean on your contacts and connections to attempt to gather information about the score. Then, once we have that, start to gather that information, we are looking for enough information to fill out a plan. Now, because Blades in the Dark doesn't want everyone to spend all their time planning, your plan requires 2 things before we start doing the score. What kind of plan it is? There are 6 types: assault, deception, occult, social, transport, and stealth. And then the detail. Yes, for an assault plan, you need the point of attack. For an occult, you need the arcane power. For a social plan, you need the connection, the way in. For deception plans, you need your method of deception. For stealth, you need your entry point. And for transport, you need the route you're going to take. Now, arguably, if this was an occult score, you could say we already have it. Because you know what the arcane power is,
Yeah.
but I want to actually give you the opportunity to engage in information gathering for a hot minute.
Fair enough.
This is, if you've ever done like a 4E skill challenge, this is kind of similar, where you just kind of like look at your abilities you have and go, could I justify this as being helpful? And we have a conversation, and you make rolls to try to gather information as we go.
Nice. So we have to choose the method first, yeah?
No, we just keep going until we're like, hey, that sounds like we have a plan, and then we go.
Oh, okay.
That's actually, we do that as we're ready. And then we'll do the engagement roll, because when you jump straight into doing the score, you need a mechanic to tell you how good it's going. So the engagement roll tells us precisely how fucked or not fucked you are as we start into the score.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So what's the plan here? Let's see.
All right. So we know that the person who has this book is in a cult. Can
And we know
I,
her name is Venestra.
Venestra, can I, can I consort with perhaps some colleagues at the Lyceum who may know of weird culty magic type activity happening within the city?
That sounds perfect.
I would like to do that,
So,
please.
there's like some special rules for information gathering, but I don't remember them at this exact moment in time, so I'm not going to go look them up. So you would roll consort, and all the normal mechanics apply. You know, you can push yourself, spending 2 stress for an extra die or better effect. In general, I don't give you position effect for gathering information rolls, but if you increase the effect somehow, you get better information.
Okay. And you get 1 die per dot.
Yeah, per dot.
Okay.
If
That's fine. I'm just not.
If you click the die in your character sheet next to your consorts, it rolls automatically for you.
Oh, that's really nice.
So you have 2 in consort, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you want a devil's bargain? Do you want to push yourself? These are the normal questions.
No.
Okay.
I'm just,
Someone's got to
I'm just
push
gonna
himself
roll.
at some point.
Eventually,
It's
I
fun.
will.
I mean,
Oh,
I
it'll
will,
happen.
but not for this.
Not for this.
I don't know.
bullshit.
Not for
Every time I
this.
play Blades in the Dark, everyone's like,
Not
"Give me the
nonsense.
devil's bargains. Give me them every time."
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
I mean,
Really?
normally.
Alright.
Have you played with this?
I rolled a 5 and a 2.
All right. So you just take the highest one, which is the 5,
5.
and that means you get something useful. So to springboard off that, what do you think is the? I'm not going to ask you to generate the NPCs you're talking to because that's so much effort. But what is the tenor of them? Like, are they more of a manic, more wild-haired, or are they more stoic and reserved?
Are they more like
They
Cadence?
think they're better than people?
Well, if they think that, they probably are. I think that they're like, Cadence doesn't have friends. Like, this is established. Like, she does not have friends. She does not want friends. She does not have them. She has colleagues. So I think that they're probably like colleagues from the Lyceum that I interacts with more than others. So I think that they are also like a little on the reserve, like more professional, put together side. Because she wouldn't tolerate tomfoolery. It's exhausting.
All right. Your colleagues, important distinction there from friends, associates, vague acquaintances,
Yes.
useful tools. They inform you that they know of one Venestra Batinga.
That's right.
That is right.
Yep.
Who is a leader in the cult of Blood and Sky.
Okay.
Supposedly, they revere a certain aspect of. Some would call it a demon, but this researcher doesn't. They revere a certain aspect of primality from the realm across from us.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I will bring that information.
All right, so that
back to my
information-
associates. I will bring that information back to my associates.
Information gathered.
Here it
Who wants to
is.
gather information next?
I've done things.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
You're welcome.
As you see, these aren't usually full conversations and full scenes. They're more like little vignette moments.
Would you say that with the amount of information that Cadence is about to gather is enough to give us at least like a location that we can scope out? Perhaps I can prowl to find a schedule, etc., etc.
They just post their meetings on the community calendar.
You could definitely
Cult
prowl around.
Cult meeting, 7:00.
or to
So
find.
I wouldn't. So I don't think that you have figured out where they're stationed yet, but you have a name, and that's enough to like start looking around, see where they start to move around. Tail a couple of them. Prowl would be appropriate for that.
Or maybe if someone else wants to go, I can wait to use this action until we know something more concrete about the person. Or not.
I could try to study those that we know of. I don't know if that does anything.
That's like hitting the books. Usually.
well,
Scoping out location would most classically be survey. Prowl is better for this kind of tracking and tracing kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I figured, right? That's why I want to follow the person around. But if you're not there yet, then yeah, if no one else has any...
No, I think you're good for that.
Yeah. If no one has any
Yeah.
better ideas, then I can use Prowl on the associates and not on the target. It's
I
fine.
got nothing.
Gotcha. Then I'll do that, Nat.
All right.
yeah.
Do you want to
Only
push
other
yourself?
options we go out killing.
I don't think I'm gonna push myself.
Do you want to push yourself? Do you want devil's bargain?
I'm gonna save my Devil's Bargain until it's extra juicy. That means I can use my ability.
You can have as many as you want.
But I take stress. I have a limited
getting
amount
the
of
sense-
Devil's bargains don't take stress.
I'm getting the
You
sense
can have his-
devil's bargains are like collecting conditions and masks. You want them all.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
Uh,
stress. You can have as much stress as you want too. That's free.
That's not
You-
true.
I don't
Once
think
you get
that's-
9 stress, you get trauma and you get removed from the scene. That's like getting all the conditions and masks.
All right.
no,
let's,
it's fine.
Fine, Nat.
Just
Let's
more
push
stress.
ourselves. I think it's time. No,
Do
not
it!
not
Right,
push.
all right.
Devil's Bargain. I don't know. They're different.
Which one? There are two different things. One, you spend 2 stress to get better, get good. The other one, anyone offers some conniving complication, something that happens alongside the roll.
Okay, but I see. So Devil's Bargain plus 1 die, and complication. Push yourself, stress, and extra die. Is that it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Sure. Why not? Let's get that Devil's Bargain up in here. I think it's time.
All right. So the real basic thing. Someone sees you prowling around and recognizes what crew you're from,
How dare you?
but they're not from the cult.
Okay, fair enough. I think that's a valid.
All right.
All right, let's see. Let me show on screen. I'm gonna click here. See what happens.
6.
That is 1-6.
That was
So
good roll.
1-6 means that you get information, and then you can even ask a reasonable follow-up question about it.
Ooh.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you trace around some of these underlings. You start to recognize a few factors. First of all, they tend to wear these dark shades of red. It's very like dramatic, but not super great for them not getting picked out in a crowd. Once you know it, it's probably the blood half of the blood and sky, and they're on a flying city, so maybe that's the other half of it.
Good for
They're-
brand
it's
recognition.
not that creative. Yeah.
one of the most important things about an evil organization.
Yep.
Brand recognition.
Yeah, brand recognition. Secondly, you collecting around, you learn part of Venestra's schedule. You find out where she works, which is at a butchery.
Nice. That's a bit creepy.
So,
Are you trying to tell? Wait, I just quick question.
Are we Sweeney Todd?
Do they have?
Sure.
Do they have a third sibling who makes candles? So you can have a butcher, a baker, and a candlestick maker.
Wow.
Look what
I
you did to Matt.
apologize for nothing.
Please don't. It was so good.
Wow. Okay.
okay, third Batinga in the notes.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, that's who Batinga marries.
I have grown more powerful than ever before.
Jeez. Sure.
Oh, is Caroline a candlestick maker now?
All
Oh,
right.
gosh.
Sorry. Carry on.
Carry on.
All right. And Alistair, you got a follow-up question, a reasonable follow-up question.
Okay, so works in the butchers. Let's see if this is reasonable. Is there any specific times every day that she, like, maybe is absent from said daily work, right? That we could link towards being, this is cult o'clock.
At the end of the day, like 4 times a week, because time passes as you do. So at least that's what you're observing so far. Probably about a week of information gathering. She goes off through, and what she does, she takes a pathway that is circuitous and overlong, and specifically, you know from your experience, designed to catch tails. That might be the moment to strike.
Interesting. I like it. Cult o'clock.
All right. So, at this point, I would say we probably have enough information if your plan is fine to tail her. Or you could continue to dive for gathering information. You know, every time it's risky, it could go badly, bad things could happen. And then you could dive in a little bit more alacritiously. Both are valid.
What we feeling? Blades people.
Xander just wants to stab someone.
I keep getting so distracted by this really intense storm. Sorry.
Oops.
We're not stabbing anyone. We're taking a book.
There might be some stabbing on the way.
If you want to go stab somebody like afterwards, that's probably fine. Chase your bliss.
I mean, that's kind of the point, right? We steal the book and then
we use the book to stab
someone with the book.
later.
That doesn't seem right.
Xander has been in prison before. Turn book into knife. It works.
Take your
Right.
word for it.
But does this book do special knife? Why this book in particular? Don't understand. Anyway.
Do we feel that that's a sufficient amount of information? It doesn't feel like a big job, but it is paying like a big job, so we don't want to fuck it up.
That is true. We could take some more time, try and gather more information, perhaps strike a different way. But if we want to just steal, I think we are good.
Mm.
But,
I mean, I feel like there's really one way to steal a book, and that's to follow the person who owns the book until they get the book, and then you take it from them.
If we can find out where this Finestra lives, at least, maybe we can scout out her property and head off a confrontation until we absolutely need one.
You
We'll
have
find
figured
out
out where she lives. It is
not just
does not seem to be where she does cult shit.
Yeah, it's like, or if we just find where their little group meets.
Another thing you do is get leverage. You know, maybe she has a brother or something.
I was about to.
Why would we assume that, Nat?
Why would we assume that she has siblings?
The idea is find out if she has any siblings. Xander is very good at cajoling information out of people.
Yes, we can do that if you want. If not ready, if we're ready, we.
I mean,
go now.
it could be nice to have in the back pocket, I guess, just in case.
This is also just on a meta level. Information gathering is a great time to bring in friends and rivals and connections and stuff. Is there anything you're dying to drag into the fore?
Oh, can I also had a different question for my ghost friend also, but can I talk to my ghost friend?
What about?
Well, first I want to ask him. First, I want to ask him if it's possible for ghosts to not know they're ghosts and to only be about 20% ghost. That is important. First, I need to know that for research. Second, I want to know if they know anything about weird cult shit that's happening in the city.
All right. So where do you meet Valentine when it's time to meet Valentine? When you're a whisper, you could just theoretically, if you have the right ability, you can call them to you.
Yeah, like I think it's like
Don't know if you do.
No, I do. I think it's in like my apartment, like because like Cadence doesn't sleep in the hideout. Like she has a place like near the Lyceum that she lives. So I think it's kind of like in the comfort of my own home, just have a quick chat with my ghost friend. But I think I do just
Sure.
like kind of call them, be like, "Hey, you busy? You up?"
So as Valentine phases through the wall, what do they look like? Besides Ghost.
What do they look like? This is something I could have thought of earlier. Yes. I think that they, and now this is the moment where I forget what people look like. Like, how do you describe a person? They are of like average stature. I think they've got like a mop of like short curly hair, like kind of muscly, and they still have like very kind eyes, I think, and yeah, just like
And the way Ghosts,
and very attractive.
the way I like to imagine
This is my
ghosts and
ghost
Blades in the
friend.
Dark
I'm not
is
friends with
that.
ugly ghosts.
Oh yeah, naturally. Oh yeah, I like to conceive of Ghosts and Blades in the Dark is often that they look very translucent when they're doing ghost things, but when they're not, they can start to appear closer to physical.
Cool. I like that.
Thinking he settles down on like a chair or a couch that Cadence has. Hello.
How are you?
What is it? Oh, living the ghost life. Quiet. Unhorrific.
Must be nice. Anyway, I have an actual.
Come on. Cadence, you and I both know we don't just chat. What do you need?
Right. First is more of a personal query. Second is more of a work-related question. Is it possible for somebody to only be part ghost?
That would be odd.
Apparently, one of my associates encountered a child that appeared roughly 20% translucent and then was later told that they are only part ghost, but they are sensitive about the part of them that is part ghost. And that just seems incredibly unlikely.
It does seem a bit odd. My understanding is that us ghosts are pieces and collections of our souls pulled out of our bodies.
It's like an all or nothing
Usually.
thing.
And even if a portion of a soul left, you wouldn't get a partially physical person. You would get something, probably a broken person.
Right.
Or at least a very hurt one.
That was my understanding as well, but apparently...
Maybe one of the Baron's new experiments.
Right. Always a joy to see the new things that he's been working on. Anyway,
You
second
said you had
question.
another query.
Yes, I do. Do you
And
know
as
anything
you
about...
moving into consorting with Valentine, could you give me a consort roll?
Yes. And I like how lucky do I feel? Can I devil's bargain this?
Aha.
Is there...
Yeah. Anyone can provide a devil's bargain. It doesn't need to be me. It could be you. It could be another player. Just both me and you have to agree that it's good enough.
Of course, I can't think of something. Let's say.
Robert, hurt Megan. Do it.
You won't.
Would if I could think of something.
Oh, come on. The easy answer is Valentine's spying on you for someone else.
Yeah, but that one's boring.
You don't need to be unique. You need to
Then
be a devil's bargain.
Okay. Somehow, this conversation has attracted other ghosts who are listening in.
Tapped ghost.
Ghost chat.
Ghost tap.
Let's to take it a step further than that.
Ooh.
I think
Do it, I dare you.
our
Megan.
little ghost boy, Sonny, who is more ghost sometimes than others, has been attracted to this conversation.
Why are there ghosts?
Oh, the
Ghosts are
ghost.
listening.
The ghost tap.
That's the game we're playing. We're playing the ghost game, Megan.
All right. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
All right.
Weird ghost child. All right. So then I get.
So now, an extra die. Nunu, what have you done to the hideout?
You described
made
couches.
Cadence's
You described
living room.
couches.
Yeah, at my house.
Luna
Yeah,
has
but
done perfection.
Cadence described it as being at her house too.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah.
But this is kind of
It's
fun,
always still
actually,
nice to have
for like.
couches.
This
You know,
is
actually, when Cadence
Alright.
comes back, Cadence is just pushing couches through the door.
I
yeah.
rolled a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Just pretend
So
this
that's a
is-
6.
Ooh,
Pretend this is
6.
Cadence's house. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a little vignette.
Robert, get your
Yeah,
card
it's-
out
Added
of there.
vignette lighting.
Robert, get your card out of there.
No, I'm there. Don't worry. I'm
All right,
fine.
No,
what did you roll?
You're not. I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 3.
All right, so now that you know that, so Valentine's going to know something useful, and you can ask a reasonable follow-up question. So lay down.
Yeah. Do you have any knowledge about the cult of Blood and Sky? We're trying to find somebody from there.
Oh,
Oh, that seems wonderful.
unfortunately, so.
Oh,
This demon, as they call them, that this cult devotes themselves to, is called the Undying. One of those leftover vestiges that are seeping out from the other side now.
yes.
The Undying promises eternal cyclication, death in return. Why? What are you messing around with them?
It's a job, same as anything else we do.
You should drop that job.
We just need to steal a book. It's not that big of a deal. It's in and out.
Look, if they're involved, it's not going to be that simple. But sure.
Well, you've always been kind of a worrier, so
Maybe a little justified. Gestures that ghost self.
well. Maybe I feel like I can take a couple more chances.
Maybe. What do you know?
Quite a lot, actually. I know a great deal about things. But
What do you need to know?
I need to know where do you know where they are? Where they meet?
Yes. I know they operate out of an alchemist shop off Market Street.
Well, that's convenient. Well, thank you. You don't need to be worried.
I am.
There's no reason to be.
When did you become so confident?
When did you lack confidence in me? The job always gets done. Always has, always will.
So hope it stays that way. Would
I have a
be
few tricks up my sleeve.
awful sad.
Would you?
Oh, if something happened to you, I'd have no one left to talk to.
Well, I mean, we could still talk, because then, in essence, I would be a ghost as well, and then we could just have ghost talks. Does it not work that way? Like,
Well, unless you get collected. Baron's gathering souls.
hmm,
You know, you're supposed to report me.
why would I do that?
Well, you work at the Lyceum.
Well, the Baron has, in recent time, forfeited any trust I had in him, and therefore, I couldn't give a shit about what the Baron wants. So, you're safe with me.
Glad to hear it.
Well, I'd say take care, but you're a ghost, so
I'll be around.
all right. Thank you.
Oh, did you finish that? Did you figure out that ritual you were talking about last time?
I think she just smiles. Maybe.
I think we go to break on that smile and coy maybe. And we will come back. You know where they are now, so you can most certainly initiate the score would be after we come back from break.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks
Be
so much
right
for
back.
hanging out.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes, we'll be back.
Yeah. We on break? Can they hear us?
All right, you can stop your recording.
Hello. Welcome back to Blades of Valarith, where we find out that Valarith was actually just straight haunted before the revolution.
Woo!
I'm-
By
And then at the
cadence.
end, we're gonna find
It's
out that
expected.
Valarith was just the friends we made along the way.
So, we have the makings of a score on our hands. That's what they call it in Blades in the Dark when you do like a mission or kill a thing and stuff like that. You know?
No, but you're gonna explain, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we have you, Nat.
All right. So, like I said, instead of planning properly in Blades in the Dark, you just don't do that. You skip over that. You jump straight into the first moment that has tension, excitement, depending on how bad you roll.
Ho, ho, ho.
Danger. And the way that's calculated is engagement roll works very similarly to a normal roll. We collect some d6s and take the highest one and figure out what exactly we start on. But before we get there, just a moment, let's choose what kind of plan we're doing. This mostly keys into abilities, and given that the only thing you have that's close to that is predators, when you use stealth or subterfuge to commit murder, take +1 to the engagement roll. You're technically not committing murder, but I don't actually care. So that means if you choose a stealth or a lie plan, you will get an extra die on your engagement roll.
I'm all down for stealth.
Yeah.
So the 6 plans are assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, and transport. Now, it might seem like you obviously have to choose stealth because that was anything you have planned, but the point is we don't plan. So if you choose deception, for instance, we will make up how you're like talking yourselves into being fake cult entries
Hello,
or something
we would
like
To
that.
join your cult,
Nice.
please.
We heard this is
Like
very
that's
join the
allowed.
cult.
Yeah.
I found
So-
this pamphlet.
So it feels to me like you're not doing transport. You're not doing assault, which is just like
Well,
bust down the door. Kind
I
of
could punch people.
So- Deception, stealth, occult, and social. Social would probably be like negotiate, bargain, or persuade, and that would probably be a level of like genuineness that I don't think is going to happen with this group. So it
Hey.
feels like it's deception, stealth, or occult.
I mean,
Which one are we feeling?
But y'all do make the decisions here, not me.
I'm all for stealth or
Stealth.
occult.
Elf feels probably
Appropriate.
best. Yeah,
Right.
for us.
yeah. I mean, I'm not
Trespass
stealthy, but I could
unseen.
try.
Megan's like, no big magic. Blech.
Oh, there's always
Okay,
room for
s-
big magic.
we
Don't worry.
make our own big magic.
Nice.
We make our own.
So
I brought
for
my own from
stealth, so for stealth, we need the point of infiltration. The point. So you know the Alchemy Lab, and you So I think we need a little more information gathering for that one, which is fine. Someone to survey or prowl around the premises, stake it out, do a little stakeout. You can also bring someone with you on this, and someone could assist you. Teamwork is a thing. For when you assist someone, you spend 1 stress and they get an extra die.
Okay.
Ooh, I mean,
Wait,
I,
the person
yeah,
assisting spends a stress.
Yes.
Okay.
I would be willing to assist my good friend Alistair.
Oh, you want me to go prowling again? That's fine.
I mean, you
Yeah.
two just like sitting on a stakeout, not saying anything,
Yep.
is very aesthetic for you two.
The occasional.
All right, so so Zonder, mark 1 stress, and Alistair, you get an extra die on your prowl attempt.
Ooh. All right, so let's roll this prowl then. Da-da-da. That is a 5.
All right.
That's 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
So you're staking out the Alchemy Lab. It is a ground floor, single room building. You can be able to look into the windows. You see Venestra come and meet with a couple other individuals, a Lou and a Candela. Venestra is followed by a Nameless and seems to follow her commands. As you are watching, You're not sure how, but they seem to be disappearing. Going into some other chamber. But it's out of sight. You can't tell quite where they're going.
Did you see anything?
Zonder just looks at Alistair and shrugs like,
Get gestures to go back.
So, the point of infiltration you have is probably a window or a door.
Yep.
just, as we're leaving, throw a brick at a window.
For the future.
This is sometimes you have to.
Of course.
I did throw it at the wrong window, though. Completely different building.
It's Mr. Action. It's fine. People will be looking at that building now.
All right.
These
Make
two
your way
should not
back,
be
and
allowed
we
to
have-
do anything.
Yeah.
You have a point of infiltration. So at this point, we jump ahead to the engagement roll.
Hey.
So, the engagement roll is a fortune roll, which is just a generic term in Blades of the Dark for you roll some dice and see how it goes, but isn't tied to a specific skill. You start with one die for sheer luck. Then we go through this list of major advantages and disadvantages. Questions, and the answers will either add or take away a die. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
You're just stealing a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's bold.
Like we're just
It's normal,
we're just
right?
taking a book. It's fine.
Is this operation overly complex? Or so, by the way, if it's bold or daring, you gain a die. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors? I would say also no. That
Also
one would
no.
lose you a die.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Does the plan's detail expose that would be the point of infiltration, expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? If so, take one die. No.
I don't think a window makes anyone weak.
No.
Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? If so, minus one die. Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure, fine.
Yes, but Nat,
And-
we do have Cool Ranch Doritos, so that's plus one die.
Proud of you. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? Yes, in fact, they have. Plus one die.
Nice, nice.
Are
Back to
any
zero.
enemies or rivals? No, that brings us back to one because we start at one.
Oh, we started one.
I meant 0 bonus on top of the one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Are any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? If so, take minus one. Now, this is a faction that you are of negative points with already. However, you generally don't count the people you're directly doing the score against for that one.
Nice, okay.
So that one's a wash. I don't think you have any outside agents trying to mess with you on this one.
Good.
And finally, are there any other significant elements to consider? Do you think there's anything that these questions didn't hit that help you or hinder you?
Okay.
Alistair is very good at what he does. That's, I mean,
I don't.
Oh, are we counting that? Cadence is also very good at what she does.
look at this. We are all very good at what we
We're all
do.
very good at what we do.
I think.
Sadly, that's not going to cut the mustard on this one.
But what about the
Well-
people that saw me prowling around? That does that count? I hate to bring it up, but I want to be fair.
No. That's more like stirring trouble for later in my head.
okay,
I got it down. I got a plan for that.
Nice. In that case, no.
All right. So it is 1d6. Who hasn't rolled yet at all?
Baines.
Baines.
Baines. Sam, would you mind rolling 1d6 and reporting the result to me?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a 3.
Ooh.
All right. That's a bad result. 1 to 3 is all
Let them
bad.
roll.
All right. So if you rolled a 6, you would
I'm
be
not
in a
alert.
controlled position when the action starts. You know, everything's good. It's fine. If you rolled a 4 or 5, you'd be in a risky position. Things are starting to teeter, but they're not great. Because it's a 1 to 3, you start out as the action starts in a desperate spot.
You're welcome. Great.
So, to help me out, I think because you started desperate, I'm going to kick this into gear a little bit. Can you all travel down the bottom exit out of your hideout and go through the rope to the market square, and then go all the way across the other end and go through the portal marked "Follow Venestra"?
The ghost.
There's a chance the rope portal has not been enabled.
Why is
Nope.
it's not working
No,
for me? Oh, there we go.
no.
Portal.
I'm sorry, where did you say once we get to the market?
All the way to the right, there should be a grate.
Oh, first I'm gonna lag. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I mean,
This
sometimes
is
you
so
just gotta
cute,
lag.
though. I
This
love
is so
it.
cute.
This is
Just go
wonderful.
to different map areas.
Wait, what?
This
I
is
can-
the best
Oh,
version
okay.
of Stardew. Because I can have a cane.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's a
Heard me
ghost.
chuckle.
Oh man, they need to add Stardew to this. Just make this all Stardew.
Everything is Stardew.
Did
Cooperative.
I not do it right?
It
Follow
might be loading.
Venestra. There we go.
Yeah.
Go to lab, right?
Yep.
Ghost, tell me your secrets.
See,
Every time
It
someone
helps if I click on
reappears,
the right thing.
Whisper
every
them to
time
me,
someone
for I'm a
appears,
whisperer.
the ghost resets to not being transparent and facing the direction. I hate it. Nunu, where aren't you here yet?
Ah.
I need this ghost to tell me things. Whisper them to me. I'm a whisperer. That's what I do.
I just now disappeared into the void. I don't know where I am.
Oh no.
You're standing right in the middle of everything.
Does the
from what I
void,
can see.
by void, do you mean purple screen all over?
Yeah, purple screen.
hit,
Yeah.
hit Control R for me, please.
Oh, is that a refresh or
The
something?
refresh, yes.
That is good to know.
Andy.
Because I
That
see
is good to
Xander
know.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, we see
I-
you stuck in a table.
I too see Xander. He's right there.
Oh,
Wait,
Xander is
stay.
back. Okay, Xander can also see Xander self.
Wait, where did Ghost go? I was talking to Ghost and Ghost
Oh,
went
Ghost
away.
is right here. I see Ghost.
No, I want to talk to Ghost. Come back, Ghost.
Ghost, I want
Right,
to
so-
hold your hand.
Little ghost person is right there.
Little Ghost Boy? No, Little Ghost Boy is in
So-
hideout.
You wait until everything gets quiet and you creep on into the Alchemy Lab.
Don't be suspicious.
Suspicious. And as you're creeping in the Alchemy Lab, there's a bunch of books and alchemical things and a giant cauldron and two smaller cauldrons and all this stuff.
And a ghost.
And the ghost. Can everyone get a little bit farther from the ghost?
No, we want to be its
Wow.
friend.
Except Cadence.
Yeah, we just want to be friends with
Gonna
the
hold
ghost.
its hand.
I said except
Yeah.
Cadence. And as Cadence is inspecting the skeleton,
Billy
the
Bones.
skeleton reaches a hand up and wraps a hand around your wrist. And you see lightning crackle down, and the skull turns, and you see this ghostly form kind of appear around it. And that's one thing. But things get even worse because you hear this dry, cracking voice. Gets used so suddenly because you recognize it's of the Nameless.
That's
Over
not
here.
good.
It says,
Oh.
trespassing. And that's where we cut into the action.
Hey!
Because you start in a desperate scenario.
This sounds desperate.
No, we were invited here. Not trespassing.
They don't. Remember what I said about when the Nameless talk, you're already in trouble?
Yeah.
Yep. I seem to recall.
But Cadence
saying-
might have something a little more directly desperate to the situation. You have a skeleton ghost hand thing wrapped
I
around your
do.
wrist.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
I
wait,
do.
wait.
Electrifying.
Skeleton ghost.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
wait.
I do have that.
So,
Oh,
so
wait,
this
I have a
is
thing I can do.
this is an action scene. Ba, 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 ba. So there's no initiative. You do things, and we just kind of just flow with it. So I described a problem. How are you gonna try to address it? Yes, Megan.
I'm gonna use my ghost veil,
Oh.
and I'm gonna turn all ghosty so I can slip out of its grasp like a ghost.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Megan.
Yes.
Megan. Ghosts are the one things you can't do that to.
What? No, but the skeleton. No, but I thought the skeleton was what was holding me.
It is a skeleton possessed by a ghost, so it's like
Oh.
both sides of it.
Oh, I thought it was just like
Yeah.
the skeleton itself doing that. Well, that's upsetting. Well, shit.
Does Alistair have an idea?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe this along the same line. Depends on how you interact ghosts with ghosts and flesh with flesh. But Alistair's
Ghost.
try and swiftly run up and with extreme finesse try and dislocate the like metacarpal bones of the skeleton so that the hand kind of comes loose.
All right.
He
All
used
right.
science term, so it's gotta work.
So
That's right here in the rules.
I believe that's plus
Good to know.
3 dice.
All right. So that sounds like you're trying to use finesse to me. Would that be accurate?
Yes, I did use the word finesse. Yes.
Yeah, I figured that was a signpost. That seems grand to me. So finesse. This is definitely a desperate situation, and this could go very badly. So desperate matches. The effect you could have with that, I think, is like standard. Yeah, I think you could get Cadence out of the physical grasp.
Nice.
So why don't you roll me finesse?
Okay. Am I gonna add something to this? I don't know. Should I?
Well, do you want to push yourself? Would you want a devil's bargain? I know I have a devil's bargain in the chamber. You can hear it. You don't have to take it just because you hear it.
All right. Hit me.
All right. So ghosts tend to be kind of electrical and angy and try to attune into you. So as you reach inside the ghost to, cut these bones out of the way effectively, I think you could get lightly zapped for level 1 harm.
Level 1 harm. Oh gosh. All right. Let's do it. Plus
All
1
right.
die.
So 1 extra die, or you could instead take greater effect, which would take you to desperate great effect. But you probably want the die here.
Yeah, I want to die here.
Yep.
All right, let's see.
4. That's a 4/5. That's mixed. That's the usual good result. So that means that, you do it, but something gets in the way. And I think you get Cadence's hand away, and the ghost skull, the skull shifts to look at Alistair, but the ghost keeps looking at Cadence. And it seems like it's almost sees a familiarity there. As the skeleton strides forth and grasps Alistair with its one good hand and kind of bumps you with its now bad wrist. And that the drawback on that roll is going to bump your level 1 harm up to a level 2 harm, electrocuted. Now, here's the thing. I've just imposed a negative thing, and I should have mentioned this earlier. Anytime I give you consequences on a roll, you can be like, nah, fam, I don't want that. And you can roll resistance instead.
Nah, I don't want this. Nah,
Okay,
please.
so how that would work is there are 3 categories of skills: insight, prowess, and resolve. And all 3 of those apply to different thematic types of consequences. And when you resist something, the thing doesn't happen. However, you roll a number of d6s equal to the skills you have the first BIP in that column, and then take 6 minus that amount of stress.
Gotcha.
If you crit, you actually remove 1 stress. It's like one of the few times in the game you can remove stress.
But Nat, I do have an iron will, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that would help you against the fear effects that I'm about to impose on everyone else.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought it was just general resolve. Okay, in that case, just 1d6. Let's.
So this thing physically grabbing you and electrocuting you. This could be prowess.
Oh, okay. In that case, it's 3d6. That's much better.
All right, so roll 3d6.
Oops, forgot to roll.
All right.
But... 4.
You take 2 stress. and the does not electrocute you anymore, and it does not grab you. Tell me how you shirk off those parts of the complication.
Ooh, boy. Okay, yeah, since it's prowess, right? It's just as soon as the metacarpal region is disconnected from one of the hands, this little tingling sensation, probably as he attunes to the ghostly spirit and the ghostly presence around him, it just feels like the back of his hair on the neck stand up and just swiftly, just literally falls on the ground flat to avoid the strike.
The skeleton that's electrified and briefly animated reaches out for you where you're no longer, and then it just falls apart, bones clattering to the ground.
That was close.
The ghost is looking deeply at Cadence. What does Cadence... Well, as it's staring at you, we'll check back there. Zonder, Baines, you've seen some shit just happen. There's also this little armored nameless guy, and he's like climbing over desk at Baines.
Oh boy.
I don't like that. I'm small and not very good at fighting shit.
So as it's approaching Baines, it lets out, that like re-dead noise from Legend of Zelda, that horrifying,
Yeah. Like shriek.
oh yeah,
It's so good and I hate it.
And as it's doing that, I need everyone except Cadence, because Cadence is currently engaging with the ghost, and Zonder, because he's Iron Will, to either freeze up in fear, run away, or resist.
You mean Alistair, but that's fine.
Oh yeah.
That is exactly what I meant.
Not the
Alistair.
same, damn it.
Look, you're both edgy boys. You go in the
Wait,
same bin in my brain. Sorry.
So wait, you said we're rolling resolve?
Yeah, so this is a resolve resist, or you can freeze up or run away.
Why would I not resist?
And if we roll a resist and it's not enough, what happens?
You always resist. It just determines how much stress you take.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll take it then.
Okay,
Right.
so Zonder takes 3. 6 minus whatever what you roll.
And we roll for whatever we have the most ticks in, right?
No, it's how many different skills in the resolve category you have ticks in.
I gotcha. Okay. And then you subtract
So-
that from the roll? Was that
Yeah,
right?
so you only have 1 in resolved
Yeah.
areas, so it's 1 die.
Okay, well, I rolled a 6. So
So you take
5?
no stress. You're just good.
Sweet. Bane's
This
as
is
cool as a
old.
fucking cucumber.
All right. So this thing at both of you in that fury sound that there's no way I can make that noise. Now, what is bearing down on you, Baines and Zonder? What do you do?
Let's see. I'm trying to decide if I have anything super helpful. I don't think I really do. But it hasn't like grabbed me or anything yet, right? So I
No,
can still
they're-
just like move like
They're
freely?
not hyper fast. Now, Blades and Dirk, it's
No,
not
never
a
mind.
game. It's not a game like separated into actions
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's not like you get just
Right.
take movement away. Fleeing from it what might be a role in itself.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, because my thought is if this thing isn't, super dexterous as it's sort of ambling after Banes, they might just sort of be like, yeah, all right, and like just go across the room to look for the book that we're here for. Like fucking A, you all deal with
All right.
this.
So Baines will just do the little cane hop away. I think that's fine, but why don't you roll like study or survey or something
Sure.
to look around?
Yeah. I guess I would like to roll study if that makes sense, but survey probably makes the most
So-
sense.
Survey is kind of sit back wide and glance around. Study would be like pick something specific and try to learn more about that. So you could pick
Okay.
something in the environment, and
Yeah.
you could learn some stuff about it.
Sure. We're in like an alchemy lab, so I think Baines is kind of like, where would I hide my secret shit if I didn't want somebody to find it in my alchemy lab? And I'm gonna head over to the desk and start looking for like, fake drawers and stuff
All
like
right.
that.
So yeah, go ahead and move Baines across the area.
Whee,
Bloop,
boop, boop,
bloop,
boop.
bloop.
Look at me go with my cane. Still faster than the nameless. Suck it. Let's see. So if I roll study, that means I get to roll two? No, one die, right?
Well, it depends on how many pips you have in study.
Just one.
Yeah. Would you like to push yourself? Would you like a devil's bargain?
Ooh.
Ooh, you know what? This seems important since I'm looking for the thing we're here for. I'll take a devil's bargain to search for shit. Why not?
All right. Anyone, feel free to pop in, but I'm gonna try to ideate one out
That
loud
gives
now.
me an extra die, right?
Yeah. So I should tell you your position effect. This is probably risky, not desperate, not controlled. It's kind of the normal result, and I think this will have a limited effect.
Okay. All right,
Now that means that you could, instead of taking the extra die, you could bump your effect from limited to standard effect.
Okay. I'm not sure which is a better bet, I guess.
It's one of those things where like 1 die to 2 is a big upgrade, but limited generally means you need to make multiple successes to complete the thing, whereas standard would be only 1 success. So it's kind
I'll
of
do
like
that one, I guess. I'll make it a standard instead of limited. That seems like a good choice.
All right, now we have to come up with the devil's bargain. I think oh, this would be fun. How about there's this purple thing bubbling in this cauldron that's been left unattended with fire under it? Like super unsafe, guys. Super unsafe.
It's just life safety 101.
Yeah, come on. I think it
Everyone's
belches
got
some like
closed-toed shoes, right?
I think it belches some a purple miasma into your face, and Baines is going to get a raspy cough for the rest of the score.
Okay. That's surely not going to be inconvenient as we sneak around places.
Surely not.
All right. And now I just get to roll, right?
Ooh, yes.
Okay. All right. And that's a 5.
Okay, so there's a bit of a drawback. So I think with that 5, I'm going to parlay that cough into a level 1 harm.
Okay. Put that down here.
Lung
and I can
full
just
of
write.
Yeah, in level 1, lung full. Name it what you want, like lung full of acrid smoke or something.
Sure.
However, as you're moving over towards the desk, of which there are some papers and things, but you actually notice something as you're going, that there's these scrape marks next to the big large cauldron. Like it could move, like it's been moved regularly.
Like the cauldron itself was moved?
Yes, the big one.
All right. I'm just kind of like, well, all right, I already got a face full of the stuff, and I'll try to like move it along the same drag marks.
Yeah, so this is the big cauldron here.
Oh, okay, so that's going to be way too big for me then.
Yeah. Yes, but that's enough for you for now. Let's check back in with Zonder and Cadence in particular, who's being stared at by a ghost. Zonder, what's your game plan? There's a nameless that seems pretty interested in you.
I mean, here's the problem. Zonder doesn't have very many friends, and like when Zonder's one friend is being like attacked by a ghost, Zonder is a little upset about that and really wants to fight that ghost instead.
That's reasonable. It'll probably just make the situation desperate on your roll.
Sure.
Oh boy.
But Zonder's gonna just like run up behind Alistair and then like just using Alistair's shoulder as a platform, push off and flip into the air, coming around the other side, pulling out a blade that was once in the dark.
Oh shit! I totally forgot a really important part of how scores work. Fuck. Everyone has to choose a load value.
Light.
Yeah, so there are 3 loads: light, normal, and heavy. Light is 3, normal is 5, heavy is 6. This is most about how well you can blend in. 6 will actually make you move slower as well. 3 is like could be really like hidden in like informal wear, and normal is like you have some equipment, but usually there's like some excuse for why you're having stuff. And that's just how many load worth of things you get to bring, and you don't like pick your things. You just go, oh look, I got stabbed. I was totally wearing armor under my shirt. 100%
Nice.
Mark off that load. Oh yes, I totally want to have a gun now. I have gun.
I really
will
love
travel.
that.
That's really cool.
Okay.
It's probably my favorite mechanic in the game, and a game full of
really
mechanics I quite enjoy. You also, notably on your character sheet, will have some items as well that are listed that are specific to your character sheet. There's one area where it's like a blade or two, throwing knives, pistols, second pistol, stuff like that. Everyone gets access to those. You have a specific area of items that are specific to your character sheet. For instance, the Whisper has a fine spirit mask and electroplasm vials, ghost key, demon bane charm, stuff like that.
Nice.
And different items have different load values, right?
Yeah, it's how many boxes. I don't know what it looks like on the multiverse interface, but normally there's a number of boxes next to them. If it's 1 box, it's 1 load, 2 boxes, 2 load, 3 boxes, 3 load.
Okay. I think the
Most
things
things
that
are
have a load weight have a number in parentheses at the start.
It's 1
Yeah.
unless it has a parenthesis with a number. Yeah.
1 unless
All right.
it has. Okay.
And then there are some items, usually just specific to your role, that will be free. On the normal sheets, they're in italics, but they might have like parentheses 0. So for instance, the Whisper had the electroplasm vials and the demon bane charm and the ghost key are all 0 load.
Right.
You can just choose to have them if you want to.
Okay.
Let me just...
I know Leech has like 1 or 2 things like that. Like the blowgun and syringes is 0 load I see in the book.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually,
Which is handy.
The free ones are not specified in multiverse, so you might need to check that for us.
Just to double check. Okay, that's good to
All
know.
right. Cool. That's not too much effort. I have those sheets up.
Oh, no problem.
It's also in the book, just like, in your playbook section, if you need to double check.
We shall open the book then. Haha.
How dare.
Do it. You won't.
I just did. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so the Lurk's free things are fine lockpicks, silence potion vial, and a spirit bane charm. I think everyone has a spirit bane charm except the
Everyone
Whisper
has
has
a
a
spirit
demon
bane.
bane charm.
Nice.
No, I think I also have a spirit bane charm. I have both.
I don't think I have that.
And I have a demon bane charm and a spirit bane charm.
Wow.
Ain't nobody
Oh yeah,
coming to me.
the Leech doesn't have it either.
Yeah,
Leech
Leech doesn't.
Leech has too much bandolier going on to have room for that.
Nice.
I did see bandoliers listed here twice in multiverse. I don't know if that's intentional or if
It's
Yes,
twice
that
as
is normal for the game. You can take 2 sets of bandolier.
Oh, okay.
Each
and it's
bandolier gives you 3
1
uses.
load. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Handy. That's cool. But I don't have to decide that right now, right? That can just be
No,
like, if
you
I
decide
use
that when
my
you want to
3
have
and
the
I got
things.
it. Gotcha.
Sorry for
love
totally
it.
not mentioning that until now, because I imagine when the ghost accosted Cadence, having a spirit bane charm might have been useful. Sorry.
Maybe.
That's cool. We're
This
all
is more
learning.
fun. This is more
It is
fun.
more fun. More ghosts,
All right.
more fun.
I want more
So,
This is more fun.
With that in mind, Zonder, you said you like taking out a blade or something.
So-
Does that change your choices? Oh, also, don't
No.
forget, you as assassins have assassin's ring. That means you get 2 free load of gear and weapons. Everyone does.
Nice.
So 2 plus whatever we choose as our load?
Yes. So,
Sweet.
Zonder did light. What's everyone else's load value?
I'm like,
Light as well.
I was thinking light, but you said medium is like also kind of normal if you're like out doing things.
Medium is what most people take on most scores. Light is like, I need to blend in with normal people. Heavy is like, I have to bring in all the shit. Heavy, you need an explanation for what. Heavy is like you're posing as the mechanic or something, you know?
Right? Yeah. I mean, I think I'm going medium because if anything, it's also really easy for Banes to sort of disguise their score shit as doctor, like it's doctor stuff.
doc-
Yeah. And on top of that, being the leech, load is really valuable to you because of those bandolier options.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll take medium.
Nice.
does Baines have a sword cane?
Oh, I
Ooh.
absolutely do. It hasn't come up yet, but I was
Hells
thinking
yeah.
about it. Don't you worry. I'm like
Nice.
painting
That's a blade or 2.
it up right here.
That's a blade or 2,
always-
or it
I
can
can
be
always count
an
anything.
unusual weapon. Either one.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, Zonder, what's the game plan?
So Zonder is flipping over Alistair and pulling a blade that used to be in the dark of his cloak. And as Zonder comes down, as you know, as a ghost fighter,
Oh shit! You have a thing.
skirmishes with the ghost and buries the blade in their ghost eye.
Okay, so you gain potency versus the supernatural and can grapple with spirits to restrain and capture them. So potency means usually means your effect level is increased. So normally, stabbing a ghost would be limited effect or no effect even. This bumps up to standard effect. You're still in a desperate situation though, because you have multiple things trying to murder you, but you do have 3 dots in skirmish, so you're
Yes.
rolling 3 dice.
So I will roll that then. Oh wait. Can I take a devil's bargain while doing this?
Yeah, you can. Basically, anytime you roll a skill. But I figured you already had 3 dice and you turned me on last time. I figured it wasn't worth your time.
But I mean, no. But see, last time I had 4 dice, Nat. Okay, I have 3 now.
Oh. Okay.
So devil's bargain just seems fun when you're stabbing a ghost.
Does anybody have a? How about this? This will be a contingent devil's bargain. You can do this sometimes. If you stab the ghost, part of it stays alive and sentient in your blade.
Oh fuck yes. No, done.
I like that.
If you aren't successful, then instead that will manifest as level 1 harm.
Done.
Yeah.
All right. Wait. So wait.
So 4 dice, or you could bump your effect from standard to great.
So what happens if I bump it to great?
So great is like in normal game, they'd be like, oh yeah, you roll really, really well. It's like, oh, you rolled like a 27 in the Arcana check. GM spills all the information to you. That kind of energy.
Oh man.
Great in this scenario, you would probably disperse the ghost or send it running or something. You would solve that problem.
I
want to know why it's looking at me like it knows me. You're gonna kill it before I can figure out what this ghost's deal is.
Well, ask the ghost why it had to attack my one and only friend.
You're not my friend.
No, not you.
Oh, good.
It was looking at you and holding.
I mean,
attack my friend.
Don't get
well,
twisted.
If it gets banished as it's going, then we can maybe have Cadence interact with it a little bit.
Oh, wonderful. Then I'll go for great.
Nice.
All right. So roll those 3 dice.
4. No.
Praying
3.
to
Nice.
the 4.
What is that?
So
4, 1, 2. So 4.
So you do it. Great effect applies, but there'll be some kind of drawback. And because you're in a desperate situation, that drawback can be pretty severe.
Oh boy.
It's fine.
What have you done?
So you strike at the ghost. The skeleton's falling apart. Your blade buries in the ghost, and you feel it kind of pull and wrinkle in, and it starts to reach a hand up to Cadence as this ghost starts getting pulled and drawn into Zonder's blade. Does Cadence do anything?
So the ghost is just going away, is what's happening.
That's what he rolled. Yep.
I mean,
it'll be in his knife, so like maybe you can have some fun with that
That's true.
Knife ghost.
for kids.
for kids.
Little knife ghost?
As a treat. I guess like the ghost doesn't look familiar to me, does it? Like it doesn't look like
Megan, does it?
It's your father.
my father's been dead for so long.
That's why he's a ghost.
So long. Because I can't think of a compelling person it would be, so I'm just gonna say no.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I have a plan for that option
Because
as well.
I can't think of something compelling. Like I want to say yes, but I can't think of who it would be, so I'm just gonna.
Pierce, it's just to draw back, his whole face distending. It's your fault.
Cool. That's fun to live with.
What have you done?
And it gets drawn into Zonder's knife. And you're looking at this knife, holding this ghost energy. And then very suddenly, you feel that energy run down your arm, possess your arm as the knife comes and stabs yourself through the chest.
That's
For
smart.
that's you failed, or you got a complication on level on a desperate situation with multiple threats. So that is level 3 harm, punctured lung.
Ooh, I mean,
Now you
normal.
can resist that.
I can.
When you resist a high level harm, it's usually just knocked down by a level or 2, not fully gotten rid of.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so this is most easily a resolve roll because this is a ghost possession effect. Alternatively, it could maybe be prowess. You can also use armor load to drop the harm level. You can mark armor and knock it down by 1 per armor you mark. So 2 load to knock it down to level 2, and then resist it to completely erase it, for instance.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I will do that. I will mark an armor.
So that's 2 you're marking because it's 2 linked boxes. It costs 2 load.
Yeah, it costs 2 load, and I have 5 because light, and then assassins.
Yes, but this wouldn't count for your part of your assassin rigging, which is weapons and gear. That doesn't cover armor. Armor's
No, I get that, but so
different
I
category.
have 2 more that from assassin specifically that I can use
Yeah.
for weapon and gear.
and 1 generic load left. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. And what did you say that I could do prowess? Because I mean, if I could do prowess.
Yeah. I feel like you can do prowess.
All right. Oh, then I'll do prowess because that's my 2.
Nice.
Nice. So you take 0 stress,
5 and 6, so 6. Yeah.
but you did have to mark armor. So
Yeah.
it possesses your arm and tries to stab you. Describe to me how that between armor and skill that ends up not hurting you.
So as it begins to pierce the what I would say is thick leather armor, because it's thick leather armor, it takes a little more force to do it. And in that time, Zonder slams his other hand into that one, which pushes it to the side and has it miss his body.
Nice. So it's like, and then you feel that effect dissipate and just this roiling anger from the knife, but it's quieted for the moment.
Knife ghost.
Huh.
Cadence, as you
Yes. Hello.
pull yourself out of that situation, the Nameless approaches you and makes that horrific noise again, and you need to either freeze up, run away, or resist with resolve.
She doesn't freeze because that's not her style.
Most people resist, I will tell you. There's nothing wrong with that. You can be brave.
Hell yeah, I can be brave. So brave. Yeah, I'll resist.
Okay,
What is
so you have 2 dice because you have Attune and Consort.
Okay. Okay. The 2 and a 5.
All right, so you take 1 stress.
Okay. Let me. Where's my sheet? I assume that's the same as HP on this thingy. Oh no, stress. Here we go.
Right there.
Click 1 stress.
All right. Now, this Nameless is accosting Cadence, and y'all are around, and Baines is found something over the cauldron, but there is a thing trying to murder you first, so I imagine that might be of interest.
No, we're just gonna
Yeah.
walk away and go chill
No.
out with things, I think, right?
Like this is fine, right? Don't just go.
All right, well, if you're fine, someone help me move this thing.
Well,
We may have exaggerated how fine things were.
actually, I think
So, what do you do?
Alistair is
Can-
just going
oh.
to turn to Xander. That it was good. Can you do the same to this guy here? And points at the nameless one, and then runs away and goes to help Baines.
Ooh. I was like, can
All
I?
right. So,
Can I
just
try to
a
lightning
quick
bolt
side
this
narration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you absolutely can. One moment. as Alistair and Baines work together, you can slide the cauldron to the right and find a grate underneath. Put the cauldron down. Find a
That's
grate
great.
underneath.
That's
It's a
great.
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 Great. There's a dam.
Damn.
Hurry up! There's a grate here. Let's go down.
Looks pretty
And
promising.
as you move it, you hear voices and you hear someone come. Do you hear something?
Housekeeping.
No.
But what is Cadence and Zonder doing about this?
I want
Nameless
to like,
one.
because I mean it's made of metal, yes.
At least clad in metal.
So like metal's a conductor, yes. I don't know a lot
Oh,
about
yeah.
science, but I know that much.
Let
So
her
I
have
have
this,
this. So thank you. So I have this thing called Tempest where I can just make weather happen.
Ooh.
So I can push myself to unleash a stroke of lightning as a weapon. Can I do that? Can I
Absolutely you
just
can.
strike it with lightning,
So-
please?
You mark 2 stress because that's what pushing yourself costs. And on
Okay.
abilities like this, where you push yourself to be able to do anything, you also gain the benefit of pushing yourself in addition. So that means you'll also get an extra die or gain increased effect. However, you won't need that part because your effect level will already be great because you're shooting lightning at it. The situation is still desperate. You're attuning dangerous magic through you, and there is a dangerous creature trying to hurt you. So it is desperate great.
All right. So how many dice is that? That's a tune.
So
Is
that's
what
a
I'm
tune
rolling?
plus 1 extra die because of the
Okay.
pushing yourself.
Because okay.
Push it.
I also
push it,
say
okay.
that Zonder's right there. Zonder could mark a
yes.
stress to assist somehow if they so desired. But that will be 5 dice at that point. Not sure you need it.
I mean,
5.
It's-
I have
it's really
3.
fun,
I feel like 3 is good. Is there something
Oh,
you can do?
but you have 3 from a tune, and then you push yourself. That makes 4.
Oh, cool. All right, yeah. Narratively, let me roll first and see if I fuck this up or not, and then I'll.
Well, no. If Zonder wants to assist, that'll be before you.
Oh, did you? Is there something you could do?
I mean, my friend Alistair told me to, take care of it. I think I'd like to assist you. And since, I get a blade or 2, I'd like to pull out my other blade, which is just pure metal, and have it be a focus point as I jam it into the armor of this thing to make
Yeah.
a lightning rod.
Sure. So just mark a stress, and Cadence gets a 5th die. That's all that happens.
Okay, well, I only took out 4, so I'm gonna have to do it.
Sorry, Megan.
Fun fact, that's not how lightning rods work, but I'm gonna shut up.
I
5,
knew.
2,
Fantasy.
4.
Don't just shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Nunu.
Fantasy, no.
Yeah, I said 2. I rolled 2 5s, so 5.
All right. So the success with a drawback. So it happens. You blast this thing with electricity. Pew-pew-pew-pew. It's been thunderstruck.
Down.
Yeah.
All right, wait. I need to put that on now. I love that song so much.
You're welcome.
Which makes no sense because it's not thunderstruck, it's lightning struck, but it's okay. I'm not. ACDC is there.
I'm not AC/DC. I didn't write the song.
I'm not AC/DC.
In my
by
head,
science, you can't be thunderstruck.
So,
I just want to.
in my head, Zonder like underhand throws it, and the lightning strikes out of it into the dagger as it's flying and into the creature, executing it. However, as a complication, this is loud as fuck. And
No, it's fine.
in a desperate situation, Baines and Alistair over by the grate. This is voices that are approaching, and you hear Vanesra's voice very clearly because Alistair, you tailed her Fred, but like something's going on upstairs. Let's go figure that out.
Nope, everything's fine.
In addition, you're also, because it's a desperate situation, that would be enough for complication. I could also argue that was just like a narrative repercussion of shooting lightning. You're also going to, one of you, Zonder or Cadence, going to get level 1 harm zapped and whoever does
I mean,
it can resist it.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like it should be me because I did it.
Then take it.
Okay.
Do you want to resist it?
Yeah. Wait, what do I roll
Alright.
to resist?
So it's probably either prowess or resolve. Resolve would be like you avoid it by attuning the lightning really well. Prowess would
Well,
be like
either-
I am physically tough.
I have 2 in all of them anyway.
So just choose which narrative path you'd like to take then.
We'll go with resolve because that's where attune is. So maybe it's like this is not the first time I have electrocuted myself trying summoning lightning.
Fair.
This has happened before. I would never
So
admit
give
that
me-
to anyone, but it happened before.
Notably, side note, you can push yourself to resist stress. It's just not usually worth it.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, so roll
Okay,
2
so I
dice.
get 2. Another 5 and a 2.
Take 1 more stress. So now Cadence has 4 stress marked, if my math is correct.
That is correct. You are correct.
You get 9. If you get all the way to 9, your character becomes traumatized and has to leave the scene. It's like getting all your conditions marked in masks.
So you win.
You win.
Splash to lose. All right. So that nameless has been defeat. And to show that, it's going to lay down.
Oh, poor Zappy boy.
God, it is merged with the counter.
No longer.
What is happening? There we go. I unpossessed it.
Nice. So we.
But it sure sounds like Vanestra's approaching. And this place is a little bit more of a mess than when you left it.
Does it sound like only one person is approaching from down below?
No. Sounds like there's 2.
Oh, gosh.
Like I've got 2 ideas. Not sure how well either of them will
So-
work.
I will say that you have about 30 seconds, so this is a moment where everyone can run around, say a few words, hide maybe. You have a little bit of time, just enough time to
Right.
do something.
Mostly it's Sam is trying to decide if we're gonna have to jump down there in a moment or 2. So I don't know what I want to go dropping
Probably.
down that. All right.
You may have noticed that the grate is a portal to
Yeah.
another map. If you were astute.
Yeah, but we fuck up your plans all the time.
This is true.
I mean, it's looking like we're not going to finish this score in this session anyway, which is fine.
Okay. I guess I don't really know how this would work.
What are you thinking?
I think Baines wants to try to blow or drop some trance powder from their bandolier down onto whoever's coming below, in the hopes that if I can get it aerated enough, they'll be sort of sedated and we can figure out what to do. Or, look for the book on this person, maybe.
Sure.
I don't know how the item actually works. You know what I mean? I could just smash a vial down the hole and hope somebody breathes it in. But
yeah. So you would probably use Tinker or Wreck to try to send it over. Why is the thing moving again?
what thing?
Nope.
The nameless.
You saw
The
nothing.
nameless
Oh.
thing moved again.
Has a mind of its own.
So 2 things to consider. First of all, that would be marking a load on your bandolier. Probably
Right.
2. There's those 2 people.
Yeah, that's
And
why
then
I
rolling.
wasn't sure how that works.
Yeah, and then rolling either probably Tinker or Wreck or maybe Finesse or maybe Prowl because that's ambushing people. Lots of options. And then you would have limited effect because trance powder is a tier 1 drug. So you would probably need to push yourself to get better effect or something like that to really probably knock them out. Also, you would have a drawback is use that of Woozy level 1 harm, which you could resist in addition to any other drawbacks from the
Right.
roll.
Okay.
And that was a lot of words I just said, but
Yeah.
the long and short of it is it could work, but it's
It could
risky.
work. Well, that sounds like fun. Let's give it a fucking go. I don't
All
know
right.
what else to try. That seems
So
fun.
Baines pulls out a couple vials of trance powder and gets ready to like smash them on the opening when the grate gets moved.
I'm just
What's
like,
everyone else?
I'll just sort of look over to Alistair, be like, hold your breath for a sec.
Do you want some help? And kind of gestures to give one of the vials, and this is me pushing myself to assist.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So it's not pushing yourself when you assist. It's just one stress instead of two.
Oh, just one stress. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cheaper. It's like as when you do it with teamwork, you get like half price pushing yourself.
Teamwork. Yeah, that makes
You
sense.
can also do both. Normally you can't push yourself twice. Normally you can't push
Right.
yourself and take a devil's bargain, although I allow that one because it's more fun. You just have to apply one to effect and one to your dice. That's the
Okay.
I use.
Alistair will
Alright.
come to the other side of the grate and like be ready. Psst.
Yeah, I'll like hand you one of the vials.
All right. What are Cadence and Zonder doing to get ready?
Can I? Let me. 1 minute. I need to look at a thing real quick. Zonder, you go.
The answer can literally just be like, ready a knife and get it crouch. It doesn't need to be like a big roll the die prep and action thing.
Yeah. No. I think. Oh, I don't want to take any more stress. I'm already pretty stressed.
Oh, one other note, Sam, about the transpouter is you get 3 user transpouter per load, so you're only marking 1 load to get the 2 vials.
1 load.
And you
for
have
the
1
2
left
vials.
over.
That's good.
And you have
to
1
know,
left
thank
over.
you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know
Creations and equipment and stuff with the leech is probably the most complicated thing in the game.
Wow.
Yeah, but I love it. I love trying to find like funky uses for items and equipment and stuff.
Nice.
So, Robert, you said you know what Zonder's doing. What's Zonder doing?
Yeah, Zonder's gonna rush over. I mean, this looks slow, and jump into this freaking thing and hide there, waiting for the people to come up.
Let's see. There. You can get into it. Maybe.
No.
What if I make it a bridge? Can I do that?
Yeah, should be able to.
Now can you get on?
Yep.
Oh,
I've never done that before.
we'll pretend I'm in it. But yes, Zonder's going to get down in this thing and wait for them to be up to ambush.
Nice.
Wait.
And Cadence.
Hey, I lack subtlety in all things.
You're not about to big magic, are you?
No, not big magic yet. That just no, not yet. I think I'm just gonna try to come crouch behind the. Can I get behind the counter? I want to crouch behind the counter.
Why are things suddenly blocking people when they weren't like half a second ago? I got you. Stop moving.
I demand passage.
They never block it for
There.
you, Nat, just for players.
Oh, because I'm the GM. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of just duck down.
All right. And on this tense moment, the grate starts to slide to one side. I think that's where we end our session. It's a little early, but end on a cliffhanger.
Ooh, so now we don't know if it's gonna work. I like it.
Yeah. That was
That was
I
something.
had fun. That was fun. I enjoyed myself.
What's going on my face right now?
I put the scared emote on you because you seemed scared because you were hiding and cowering behind the counter.
No, I'm not cowering. I am just removing
countering.
myself.
Ooh.
I see.
All right. Very important emote question. Is there an ooh expression animation?
Oh,
No, but there's. Let's see.
There's hearts, right? I think that might be the closest.
There's this one,
We need the ooh.
which is
listen.
kind of
you need
ooh-ish.
to
This
add
one.
an ooh.
Aw, cute.
Oh yeah.
Aw, that's the excited emote if anyone's curious. Oh goodness, that was so much fun.
It was.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks
So
to
cool.
everybody for like bearing with us while we're all sort of learning the system and also still getting a hang of multiverse. It's new for
Yeah.
all of us. So we hope y'all are enjoying watching us on our little pixel crew here.
Yeah, I know.
I love
I felt like in the situations we engaged with today, multiverse like heightened the circumstances by
It
an
was
amount.
fun. Yeah.
Even
I like it a lot.
being rusty and new with it, except Nunu, who's just like doing things.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like I was doing more of the things than Nunu was, and we were still chugging along, having to find time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did great. For sure.
Yeah.
Take some time to get
There was a
used to it.
map. There was a map beyond that great. Trust me.
Dun,
I'm excited.
I don't believe you.
This is the most prep I've ever seen Nat do for a game.
Yeah.
This is the most prep I've done for
For
a
real.
game that wasn't campaign prep, like session one campaign prep, concept prep in maybe years.
Fun trick, Nat. If you have a portal
Yeah.
set up, you can click it and disable portal. It will still remember
Oh.
where it goes, but we don't see the blue outline.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I wanted you to know that was a portal when you that
Okay.
portal aside.
You're so kind.
Aw.
Yeah. So we have a little bit of time. We can actually get through our outros and like not go over.
Hey.
Look at that
What a
shit.
miracle.
Yeah, right. Miracles are possible.
So because this is the theme of today, I'm just gonna make Megan go first because
Okay. Hello,
Love
I'm
you.
Megan. Yeah, I know. I love you too. I'm Megan. I have been your whisper. You can find me most places you can find a person on the internet at Megan Lynn FTW. I was going to preface this by being like, I don't have a lot going on right now, but turns out I do actually. So you can find me other than here with these amazing people. You can find me on Sunday on WebDM for the first episode of our Fading Suns miniseries. I'm super excited about it. I'm playing a character that's pretty much a cross between Milo Thatch from Atlantis and Alexis Rose from Schitt's Creek. It's wild and super fun. So that's 7 Eastern on WebDM. You can find me as well as Sam and Izza, who is not here, but we love very much, on Protean City Comics in their comics line Incidentals. There should be a new Incidentals issue coming out this Wednesday, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We have some really good superhero kids getting into some heckin' good adventures that I'm very excited about. I think that's more or less it. I'm also an indie game designer. You can find any of my games at meganlinftw.itch.io. Right now, they are all on sale because it is my birthday month and I want to buy myself fancy new streaming equipment. So I'm doing a sale. So you can check out my games. They're all on sale for the whole month of July.
Speaking of people that we who are not here but we love very much, Mo, don't know their Twitter on the top of their head.
Serena
Bezos.
Bezos.
Thank you. Who's our fifth scoundrel in our crew, Shemana, who will be joining us again next week, coming in mid-score, kicking ass. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, I think that's it for me. So I'm going to pass it on over to, I'm looking at the overlay. I'm going to pass it to Nuno because that just seems to be where it
Sounds
goes.
natural, right? It's just
It just feels right.
feels right. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I am Nuno. I played your Lurk for today, Alistair. And I had a lot of fun playing Blades. First time playing a proper game of Blades, so that's exciting. As you might have noticed by me asking Nat repeatedly what to do. But yeah, I'll be here for the next, let's see, episode 1. So next 2 weeks we'll be finishing up this score probably, and or maybe going a bit further, who knows. But yeah, after that we'll go back to our regular programming with Quest, the Soaring City, the final season. Season 5 is coming as soon as we finish this. Might have a break in the middle, but yeah, we'll keep you posted on when that starts. Apart from that, you can also find me online wherever you find people online at jnunotex. And also, if you liked Multiverse, you can also find me in a D&D 5e actual play every other week on twitch.tv/playmultiverse, which is the official Twitch channel for the platform, which is very exciting, where I play a very, very fancy boy. If you like the platform in general, if you find it interesting, it's in closed beta. You can currently join the Discord community to just chat what you feel you could expect from the platform and potentially gain access to closed beta. So that's pretty exciting. And that's, just go to discord.gg/multiverse and you can join our public server. All right, that's going to be it for me today. And Sam, you go.
Hey everyone, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @TheSamWisest. I am the Samwise Game G here on Twitch. I am the accessibility director here at the Chromatic Chimera. You can see me here right back on Wednesday in our 13th Age actual play, Woven Realm, and also on Wednesdays in the Incidentals with Protean City, as Megan said. That's pretty much all I've got going on right this moment. I've got some projects coming up soon that I think I'll be able to talk about in the near future. I'm excited for. But you can catch up on Quest the Soaring City in our podcast form. We put new episodes up every Wednesday on our Anchor. We're on Spotify, Google Playlists, podcasts, pretty much any podcast platform that you might listen to. We should be there. And if we're not, let us know and we'll make sure that we get added on. Otherwise, I think that's all I've got then, right? Yeah, that's it for me. Haha. I'll pass it over to Nat next.
I'm going to toss it to Robert because I like going last or first. I'm special.
Sense.
That's fine. Hello, I am Robert. Today I played your cutter, Zonder. You can find me on the internet pretty much everywhere at Voices of Robert. And on top of that, actually, just so everyone knows, in case you don't, we here at No Initiative have a Patreon, patreon.com/No Initiative, where, you can support the crew, help us out with paying Isa for every bit of art that she does for us. If you want to, there's a few nice perks, nothing major, but early podcast audio, stuff like that, getting your name shouted out in a podcast, depending on what level of Patreon you go for. On top of that, since I have nothing else to say, I shall shill for my most favoriteest thing in the world. Hey, did you guys know that Final Fantasy XIV has an expanded free trial with, and it's a critically acclaimed MMORPG that you can play through the entirety of the Wonderborn and the award-winning Heavenly
Get out
Sword
of here with
Games
that
exclusive.
noise.
Stop
Why?
memeing.
All right, I muted him. It's fine. We're safe. Hi, I'm Nat. I was not the guide. I was the facilitator, GM. I don't think they have a fancy term in Blades in the Dark. I was the guide today. If you liked this, come back next week, and it'll be grand. Same time, same place. Check out our shit. We have merch if you really are interested. It's mostly memes. Sam is currently wearing one of our memes. It's a good meme. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we're going to rate our friends over at Critical Misses. One of their founders, Noir, is also one of the admins here at Chromatic Chimera. And Critical Misses just helped us raise over like $900 for the Trans Law Center last month for Pride. So give them some love. That was a joint effort between our two channels. So, oohs and chat for them when we raid, okay? And thank you so much to everybody for coming to hang out tonight. We love you all so much.
Thank you so much.
See you next week then.
Yeah.
Throw your blade forth into the dark.
In Unto the Dark we shall go. Goodbye.
Unto the dark.